Welcome to Space Haven, now in Alpha 10. Bugbyte has added quite a bit since my last playthrough, which was back in Alpha 8. I skipped Alpha 9 because I didn't feel that it added enough new content for me to warrant an entire new series, but Alpha 10 definitely has changed the game in such a manner that it does warrant a new series. Of course, the patch notes are far too long for me to go through them in their entirety, but the highlights are as follows. They have a new and modified star map. We can take a look at it right away. It is now divided into clusters, which also the systems here indicate what is in one of the sectors or clusters, because some of these have offshoot systems. And you can see some of them are owned by the Pirate Coalition. Here we have a Baron who has a large space station, which of course is the next item on the list, space stations. We can find farming stations, repair stations, mining stations, and trading stations, and of course faction stations, and others as well. And there are derelict space stations, and there is a leisure station, which gives us also the option to recruit more crew members. They have also added crew combat on asteroids. I'm not entirely sure how that'll function, but this is an asteroid, and apparently we can land crew on them and do combat now. So that should be an interesting thing when we get around to that. Also, for some of you who may have either watched my previous series or played the game yourself, you may remember that the data logs that we find on some of these derelicts mention a ship called the IRS Mary Shelley. Now, the IRS Mary Shelley is a ship that was sent out as a research ship to see if it could find alien life in space. And they did. So that has been added to the game. See if I can just adjust this a little bit. A bit loud. There we go. So the IRS Mary Shelley is now in-game, and we can find it. It should be interesting. Next, they have added research and a research tree. So not all of the items that we had from the get-go in Alpha 8 are available from the get-go now in Alpha 10. For instance, the hyperdrive, we can see the hyperdrive is here. This is the regular hyperdrive, which requires the refined Hyperium. Instead of having that, we now start out with a basic hyperdrive, which the only thing that uses is Hyperium in raw form, and the same goes for the generator. The X1 power generator, it's unlocked here and can even be upgraded to X2 and X3. Quantum, tronics, yeah, there's a lot of things here that I look forward to researching. They have also added a new and improved food system. You can have a look here at the items we have. The foods, we have the root vegetables, the fruits, and the artificial meat still, and of course we have the space food. But they've also added nuts and seeds. They have added fertilizer for growing stuff in our plant beds, and the biomatter now has a usage, which namely is the composter, where we can compost stuff to generate a little bit of water, some fertilizer, and some carbon. And the biomatter is one of the things that we can compost. And of course we can also compost the various types of foods and fibers, and the meats and corpses can also be composted. And that. And they have also added new NPC ships. That is non-player characters for those of you who are unfamiliar with the term NPC. So we will see new and updated ship designs as we traverse the galaxy. Now, I have started with the alternate start, which is the space station start, or rather the mining station start. So we are starting here on this asteroid, on this mining station, and we are not allowed to do anything with this station unless they've changed that, but I don't expect them to have changed that. So the only thing we are allowed to do here is to build our own starship, which we can do. Where is that? Here, edit. So we can add we can build our starship or spaceship here. And that's about what we are allowed to modify on this specific start that I have. The system we have started in is fairly nice. We have a little bit of everything here, and even a derelict. And of course we have our trusted crew. I will be using my Patreon list as per usual for naming the crew. And I didn't want to spend a lot of time in the recording when it came to generating the crew, because for those of you who have watched my Space Haven 10 top 10 things I wish I knew, before playing Space Haven, a balanced crew is critical. So I spent a fair amount of time generating these. I haven't quite properly set up their clothes and things like that, but we can do that later. Also, I should mention that I intend this to be kind of like a prequel series, and that when we are ready to leave this system, we're going to restart at episode 1 with the adventures of our ship. So this is a prequel series for how to build a starship. Our crew members are Catherine of Sky. She used to be a lab technician before the apocalypse, and it was revealed that she is a spacefarer after the apocalypse. She absolutely loves space and exploration, and her mood is permanently lifted while in space. Catherine, quite good in terms of stats: 4 bravery, 1 zest, 5 intelligence, and 5 perception. Her piloting skill is 3. And she will be our pilot slash captain, I guess, because she also has 3 in navigation. She's not very good in mining, botany, gunnery, and shielding. In fact, she can't do any of that. But she's good at industry. She is good at medical, so probably be the ship doctor as well, and she can do decent work in construction, operations, weapons, and research. Next, we have Ms. Matrix, who used to be a nurse, but after the apocalypse, it was revealed that she is iron-willed. I think is fitting. 4 bravery, 3 zest, 3 intelligence, and 5 perception. She is not at all able to do piloting, mining, botany, medical, interestingly enough, considering her background. But she's quite good with weapons. She is probably going to be our resident ship's weapons console, with 3 in gunnery. But she can also step in for shielding and operations, and she's also pretty good with weapons, so she might also be a good candidate for the away team. She can step in on construction and research, but I don't think we'll use her in industry and navigation. Peps used to be a telemarketer. Was revealed that he was a spacefarer as well. 5 bravery, 4 zest, 2 intelligence, and 5 perception. Cannot do mining, shielding, operations, and research, but he is a very good botanist. He can also step in as a ship's gun or weapons console operator, and he's also quite good with weapons, so he's a perfect away team member. He can help out with construction industry, but we'll keep him out of the medical bay and probably also off the navigational console. Phasionetta used to be a fighter pilot, was revealed to be iron-willed after the apocalypse, with 2 bravery, 3 zest, 5 intelligence and 5 perception. Phasionetta can, well, actually very decent stats, can step in as the ship's captain or first officer. That seems wrong, but 3 piloting, 3 navigation, 3 construction, 3 in shielding and 3 in research, and can help out with industry, but even with 2 in medical, we will keep Phasionetta away from the medical bay because we only want people who have 3 in medical to do surgery and things like that. Next we have Quadrotus. Used to be a driller, was revealed to have bloodlust after the apocalypse. 4 bravery, 5 zest, 2 intelligence and 4 perception. Will not be used in piloting, shielding or research, but is a very good miner, botanist, construction manager, gunner and weapons operator. Okay. Will not be used in the medical bay for obvious reasons, nor for operations or navigation console. Can help out with the industry. And finally we have Wally, who also used to be a driller, but was revealed to be a spacefarer after the apocalypse with 3 bravery, 4 zest, 4 intelligence and 3 perception. Wally is a good miner, he's good at industry, he's good at weapons, and he's good at research. Can help out with botany and construction, but will not at all be helping out with piloting, medical, gunnery, shielding, perhaps operations, but not navigation. So, with that out of the way, let's have a look at our crew management so we can set these priorities to be correct according to what our crew is able to do. So Catherine should be prioritizing medical bay, is good. Not sure why the game has set this to be lowest priority. I think we will change that to be 1 in priority. Phasionetta can be set to 2. For shielding, we will set Ms to have 2 in shields. Operations. Actually, Ms is the only one who can do that. Right, so we'll set Catherine for 2 in navigation. We will set Ms to have 2 in operations. But what I think to have 2 in gunnery, and then Phasionet can be 2 shield. Very good. Then we want to remove the one that have just 1. There we go. For medical, we need to do the same. Catherine can be the ship's doctor. Botany, we don't want Wally to use his green thumbs. Let's have Peps and Quad deal with that. Construction. See why Peps cannot do construction, but it can be on normal priority. Then we have mining. We want Quad and Wally to be actually. That is not. Let's put Ms 2 priority. No, actually, let's put Peps on priority. Quad 1 down. So, because they might be off the ship. Mining. Industry. Don't want Ms to help out with that. Everyone needs to help out with logistics, obviously. And we can do that on normal or phasing research. Normal priority. Ms down. And Wally, we want you to prioritize research. above all else. This is kind of difficult. Let's see. No. This one should be 1 down. Maintenance can be 2 down. Together with industry should not be down. That should be up. Yeah. Okay. So there we have set up the priorities for our crew members. We'll leave the schedule as is for the time being. We have nothing to do here. Right. Let's start the simulation. And here we are. Everyone is now moving around. What we want to do first and foremost is, perhaps you're good with weapons, so let's draft you and send you over here. And who else? Miners. We'll draft Ms. and send her over here as well. Let's give them a shotgun. Off, peps. Shotgun. Well, and then you two can hold the craft. Then we need to set up some mining. First and foremost, we want to mine the carbon and the base metals so we can get started making some steel plates. And then we want to go explore this derelict here. So let's go to that airlock and we can speed things up a little bit. Oh, if they're doing anything. We can probably set this up to compost that biomatter. Here we are. Out you go. And we have to explore the entire ship. I would be very surprised if we find aliens in the starting system, but I have armed them just in case, of course. Generator room. This appears to be some kind of a... Ah, this is the oxygen room. It's a hallway. Bedroom. Okay. That's uncommon. I haven't seen that before. So we found someone called Eric. We'll have a look at him afterwards. Explore the entire ship first. Let's just dock him there. Up here we have the bridge. Right, so we've explored the ship, so we can send all of these back. So Eric, 4 bravery, 3 zest, 1 intelligence for perception. Used to be a driller, has been revealed to be charming, good at mining, navigation and research, with 1 intelligence. Well done. Not at all good at botany, medical and weapons. Should do some priorities. Stay away from... Or actually, stay away from those 2. Other than that, this looks fairly okay. Let's dock that back at our mining station. then we need to transfer the CS, the purple wolf. I think we can transfer everything back to. It's supposed to go back to the HSP Klytos because the Cethos has not been built yet. Then we have the salvage, infra scrap, tech scrap, energy scrap, and hull scrap. Perfect. I'll bother with the soft scrap, so let's transfer all of that to the Klytos as well. Ah, it's doing it automatically. And with that, I think we can just speed things up to make things a bit more expedient. There is no danger of any attacks here, I think. Need to pay attention to the mining, because when these have been mined, it's time to move on to other asteroids. We want to mine all of these, of course. You can see up here whether we are... This is nice. Can't remember that being there before. Status indicator that there is unfinished salvage or transfer job. The capacity is not exactly... Oh, I need to set these. Let's grow some nuts and seeds. Let's grow some fruits. Let's also grow some root vegetables. And in the final one, we can grow... Come on. Fruits and vegetables. And there's an incoming ship to belong to the civilians. We have two. We have two. Where's the other one? Ah, okay, right, there we go. And it's time for bed. You're late for bed, Kath. Well, this is an interesting start with 7 crew members. Let's rename Eric. Fix. CS Aphelion has entered the sector. Can trade with them. They do sell hull blocks. Okay, they sell a lot of things apparently. I like this new categorization. Oh, they don't sell hull blocks. They want hull blocks. Okay, well, base metals. Let's grab a few of those. Of course, we don't have any money. They seem to have changed the trading system a bit, but not that I mind. Just a little bit confusing. We don't need those. else can we trade away? We can trade away some fruits. Probably some nuts as well. Too keen on trading away the building blocks. Okay, so we will end up with 359 credits, 10 base metal. We can accept that one. Just having base metals won't help us very much if we don't have enough carbon to process it into steel, though. Infra blocks, I don't think we need those. So I don't think we want to trade anymore with them. You can right-click these warnings to get rid of them, by the way. Now it's time to start building our spaceship, apparently, but I'm not quite ready to do that just yet. Mine this. I can just set up all of these, actually. This should be working on its own, so can do is go to the recycler and can recycle the hull scrap continuously. Other than that, I don't think we need to set up an just yet. But it might be a good idea to have a look at this spaceship construction. Let's do a sketch here. And I believe I have counted this correctly. A height of 54. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 4, 6, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54. Okay. I'm going to go with about the same ship design that I had in the previous series, because that ship is quite functional. But I'm going to have to count a bit, so I will pause the recording while I do the sketching, because this will involve a lot of counting cells and so forth, and I don't think that is too interesting to watch. So yeah, I will pause the recording while I do that. Now here we are. I have drawn out the outliner of what the ship is going to look like by using the sketch tool. It is fairly simple to use, the sketch tool. You can draw 1, drag. You can do with that as you please, and when you're doing mistakes you can erase from the sketch. So it's a very useful tool. Right click just removes whatever you're doing. Now, I don't think we have enough hull blocks to build all of this all at once. So what we need to do is make sure that we activate the sketch in such a manner that it makes sense for what we're going to build. So we need to build the bridge. That is fairly important. And let me see here. I'm going to have to do some measurements manually. There's supposed to be a turret there. and a turret here. And then 2 in between. There's supposed to be a shield generator there, and the same on the other side, which means we're going to get a hallway going down here. And that hallway should go all the way down to the end of the ship. And can I deactivate this again? No, I have to erase it. Because I... Okay, cancel hull. Aha, there we go. Because I don't want to build this part of the ship just yet. And so we can cancel that. And there's supposed to be a wall going... A turret there, turret there. Cancel hull again. I need to be conservative with the blocks in the beginning here. We don't need a shield generator just yet. So we do need, this is 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And the wall comes here. We'll have a small room here. And actually we do need to activate the entire line here. And then go down here. And there's supposed to be an airlock there. And an airlock there. And an airlock there. And then a wall comes here. And this is the industrial area, so that is not critical yet because, well, it is, but... so let's just fill out this room here. It'd be kind of embarrassing if we don't have enough hull blocks. We don't need this room just yet. So there's supposed to be a wall going here. That we don't need. But I need to mark it, so I'll just do this. And then 4 blocks down, there's supposed to be another wall. 2, 4, 6. And this is the corner. And 4. And 4. Which gives us... here. This is 1 generator. This is 1 generator. Which means we need a wall going here. Like so. And then we have the oxygen generation room. 2 oxygen generators, 2 air scrubbers, and a wall in front. Just make sure that I have everything correct here. This is really difficult. So from the corner here, we can go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6. 2, 4, 7. There's supposed to be a kitchen here and an eating area there with a wall here. Hyper. No. That's where the hyper. So there's a wall going here. And with the hyper sleep chambers, we don't need... It's 2 hypersleep chambers and a hallway going down there. Huh? Geesh, this is difficult. hallway going here. 2, 3, 4. This is sufficient. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, it is. We activate this. What we don't need is this box down here, but we do need everything from here up to there activated. No, wait. We definitely need this to be built. But we don't need these things to be built. So we're at the correct spot here. That should be the corner there. We can go from here, the corner there. We can go 1, 2. And 1, 2, 3. Supposed to be a wall going down there, so that's correct. Then go down 2 and move over. And then this is supposed to contain a grow bed. That's 5 in width with a wall. And then we have the hyperdrive, which is supposed to be 5. Like that. I think I need to build this before I do anything more, to be honest, because I need to see how this actually plays out. I can add these bedrooms. That's 1 bedroom. It's 2 bedrooms with a wall in between. Wall there, wall there. Let me just... Okay, I don't want to do that. Activate. Okay, so if I just do that, I think this will be a very bizarre looking ship, but it will be a ship. And we can remove that boat. Okay, well then. I've used a spreadsheet to edit what the ship is supposed to look like beforehand. Hopefully that will be enough. What seems to be the problem? You have a bad environment, so you're catching your breath. Aren't you wearing a spacesuit? Quad is working in a spacesuit. Build an airlock for your spaceship, yeah. Eventually. 115 hull blocks available. I think we can just speed this up to the max speed. Aphelion has left the sector. In the recycler, we can probably start making continues of all of these, to be honest. Of scrap we're not doing. But we have some of it on it. Airlock is blocked. Why? Insufficient resources. And what exactly do you need? I have no idea. Needs unmet. Nothing. Okay, let's see if they... Why does it say that it's blocked when they're obviously using it? I don't know. It seems to be working, so... Just a matter of having them build the hull that I have instructed them to build. And now disappeared. Okay. They may have lacked something, but I don't know what. I have energy rods. We have 1 hyperfuel. But this is going to take a while. I think I will let them finish salvaging what is left of this ship and build the hull of this interesting construction that we're building over here. And we'll start the next episode from the point where I have had them complete that. I don't think we're going to run into any major crisis. Plenty of food, plenty of energy currently, and I think we're all good until we are ready to start making the interior of our first spaceship. So, for now, if you have any questions or comments, as always, please feel free to leave them in the comment section of the video, or you can come join us in our Discord server. You'll find the link to that in the description of the video as well. And I will see you all in the next episode.